Welcome to the digital age, where having a website is essential for any business. But with so many devices and screen sizes, how can you ensure your website looks great on every device? Introducing Responsive Website Design. Upgrade to responsive website design today, and give your customers the best online experience possible. With responsive design, your website automatically adjusts to the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. No more zooming in and out, or scrolling left and right. Your website will always look great, no matter the device. Get a free consultation. Contact us today at Mainstream Digicom.
Forms and surveys like this get responses like that. With type.
Peace. I'm Farah Hamid Freeman, founder and director of the OFC. We're also known as the One Full Circle Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network, founded October 2011. I'm honored for this opportunity to introduce you all to the OFC. But more importantly, I'm excited for what this OFC BNI collaboration will economically do for your business, your family, and our community. The OFC is dedicated to bridging the gap between the French and the English-speaking melanated community, and to empowering the community by providing culturally adapted resources and support. But the power of the OFC is in our network. We serve a community of over 16,000 members. Our members consist of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as individuals and families. All members are committed to supporting each other in order to create a solid economic foundation for ourselves and our future generations. Within the OFC, we understand that by supporting your business, your company will expand and will eventually create employment opportunities for our youth. Our model is simple. Members come to us for products and services, and we refer them to you. At the end of the day, we may have amazing products and services, but we need access to clients willing to spend money in our businesses in order for us to thrive.
Pause 1 second. Yeah, is it none of you guys can hear right now? All the can you guys confirm if you can hear or not from me, please? Okay.
I hear you.
You can hear me, but you can't hear the video?
I was hearing the video before.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay,
I was hearing it.
Yeah, you're hearing it too? Okay. All right, Carlina, it might be on your end. Okay, sorry guys.
This collaboration is doing exactly that and more. Being accepted as a member of an OFC BNI chapter means that you will benefit from the powerful business-to-business networking and coaching from BNI, in addition to the constant flow of clients and support from the OFC. Like BNI says, we are stronger together. But don't take my word for it. Get involved and experience the benefits for yourself. If this opportunity is right for you, let me be the first to welcome you to the OFC community and to the BNI family. To get started with the OFC, simply sign up at ofccommunity.com. Our member success representatives are ready to be at your service. In the meantime, please remember to think of us first for all your community and business needs. Thank you again for your time and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
All right. Grand rising, beautiful people. Bonjour tout le monde. As you guys know, I'm grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator. I'm grateful to the ancestors for creating this opportunity for us to be able to be on here this morning. And I just asked that today's business team meeting would be very productive and empowering for all our entrepreneurs who are on here this morning. So guys, welcome to another amazing business team meeting. So first, just to explain what to expect again for this morning. And just to give you guys a little bit of history of why we're here. So very quickly, as you guys see in the little video clip, the OFC has partnered with BNI to create OFC BNI chapters. For those who don't know, BNI stands for Business Networking International. They are the largest business networking platform on the planet. But BNI has certain rules of engagement, so to speak. And to be a member of BNI, you have to be what we consider BNI ready. So your business has to be a certain point. You have to have a certain type of marketing budget, basically just ready to expand. But also you have to be ready. You have to be interested also in being a BNI member, where not everybody is. So we created a business team meetings to create an opportunity similar to BNI, where we could get together, network. For those who are still in development, we could create a space to support you in your business and in your growth. And for those who do have desire to join BNI, we could help you become what we consider BNI ready. So that was the whole vision behind creating the business team meetings. So now we're at a point where we meet every Tuesday morning. We have a team. So next up, you're going to hear from our team of affiliates who are on with us this morning. Affiliates are the business owners who are the ones that support the members of the community. They provide services to support community. They are there for you. So we'll do that. We'll have them present first, and I'm seeing. It seems like the one affiliate we have online right now is Alvina, who's also our featured guest. And we'll see how we play that, because we might actually have you speak at the end, Alvina, because you're featured today. So we'll see if anybody else jumps on in a bit, but then we're gonna dive in. Next phase, we have our entrepreneurs who are on the line. So this is how we do our networking. As business owners, you have an opportunity to introduce yourself, your companies, their challenges that you may be facing as an entrepreneur, and the type of clients that you're looking for. And then as a collective, we're here to work together. Les rencontres, ils sont complètement bilingues. Fait que juste répéter vite. Fait qu'on est là pour faire du réseautage. Fait que vous êtes bienvenus à vous présenter votre entreprise, si vous avez des soucis ou des challenges avec votre entreprise et le type de client que vous cherchez. Et on est là pour travailler ensemble. S'il vous plaît, gênez-vous pas. Si jamais c'est nécessaire, si vous êtes plus confortable, vous exprimer en français. Vous êtes bienvenus à le faire. And if ever we need to, we will translate. Si jamais c'est nécessaire, on est là pour traduire aussi. Also, so all entrepreneurs, we have on average 90 seconds to introduce ourselves. Unless you're new, if it's your first time, then you have 2 minutes where you could deep dive about yourself and your business. Other quick little house rules. One, we ask, if possible, that you guys turn on your camera because it's more engaging. We are here to connect with each other and to see each other. We are a community. Fait que si jamais, si c'est possible, si vous pouvez démarrer vos caméras, ce serait idéal pour qu'on puisse se voir. But if not, it's totally understandable. It is early in the morning sometimes. You know what it is. Oh, great. Nice seeing you, Stephen. So this is what it is. Also, I like to remind you guys again, if you can, to put your contact information in the chat. We are here to network, so you guys, I definitely encourage you guys to share your contact information and to connect with each other. Also, because we record these sessions and we load them up onto YouTube after the fact, I always encourage that you say your contact information in addition to putting it in the chat. So when people are hearing it back, those who do not have access to the chat will be able to still reach out to you guys. I think I've covered everything. Je pense pour l'instant, j'ai tout couvert. Also, we had an amazing, we listened to chapter 2 of Atomic Habits this morning. A lot of amazing gems. So after we do Natul the tab, and we have our featured guest. My lord, I forgot to present our featured guest. So after we do Natul the tab, our featured guest will have like a good 8 to 10 minutes to present herself, her business, who she is, what she does in detail for you all, to be able to get to know her. And we'll have a question and answer period at the end. And then after that, we'll take a couple of minutes just to reflect a little bit on the audiobook that we had listened to this morning. Well, we're listening to the same book every day, but we're going to address some of the key points from the chapter today, which discussed identity. And then so did I found the motivational video also kind of reflected on identity as well. So I found it was very nice the way those things connected there. All right. So with no further ado, I think we are good. Let me see that I cover all my points. If I forgot anything, I'll add it again later as we continue to go on. All right, guys. So let's get started. So first off, I want to introduce Kemba from Keen Real Estate Group, Grand Rising Queen. Thank you for being with us this morning. Are you back in Canada or are you still in Jamaica?
Good morning. I am back in Canada. I don't know if I can turn my camera on. Okay. Morning. Yes, I'm back in Canada and it's great to be back. Although you guys had lots of snow and fun stuff while I was gone. Thank you for that.
Yes.
So my name is Kemba Williams, co-founder of the Keen Real Estate Group. We are a real estate investment company. We also offer education and coaching through our company, and we also offer property management services through the Keen Group. If you're in the GTA area, we can support you with helping you to manage the property, helping you to take care of your tenants, find excellent tenants who will care for your property and also help with your income generating. In terms of our education, we have courses for beginners who are interested in just where do I start? And we also have more detailed coaching for people who want to move faster and quicker and get into ownership and get into investing in real estate, and different ways you can do that. I would love to hear from you guys. We have an upcoming session, Real Estate 101, which is the next one is February 11th. I will be sending out flyers and so on this week. I know it's feeling late, but I was off the grid for a minute, so I'm going to send those soon. And we also have an upcoming event in February, which is February 25th, Building Generational Wealth. We have some great guest speakers, a great panel who will be there, and an opportunity for you to see some real estate investments, as well as just connect with a community of people who can help you. Whether you're coming from Montreal or wherever you're coming from, we would love to have you. Please consider getting yourself a ticket and showing up for that event. That is it. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Amazing. Thank you, Queen. And I did put it in the chat. I strongly recommend you guys register to take part in the workshop. The one we had at the beginning of this month was awesome, and I have huge anticipations for this next one on these multi-unit properties and stuff like that. It's huge. There's a lot of awesome questions about that and a lot of interest. So it's there in the chat. And as OFC members, you guys do have a promo code. I can't remember what it is, right? Anyways, I'll put it in the chat again after. But definitely you guys can take advantage of the promo code. And if you don't have it on hand, just reach out to us. We'll make sure that you have it. But it is something I highly, highly recommend for those who are interested. Awesome. Thank you, Queen. Thanks for being here. Next, let's dive. Okay, well, actually, so we're going to dive into the rest of the entrepreneurs who are on the line before we cede the floor to our featured guests. So this time you're going at the end, Alvina. So let's welcome our brother Stephen Walker, Grand Rising, brother Walker.
Good morning. How's everyone doing? So I'm Stephen Walker. I'm the owner and CEO of Tamper Studios. Tamper Studios was established as a promotional website. And our mission was to help those who suffer from trauma and disorders. So we're leaning more towards the wellness aspect and moving away from the promotional aspect. So I'm looking to have people, I'm looking to draw attention to the website and also raise awareness to trauma and disorders, and also provide support for people who may not have access to all forms of therapy. It's not always easy to attain access, and sometimes it's not affordable. So what Tamper Studios aims to do is to provide a space where it is affordable, or provide a space where they can come and attain at least some kind of consultation with regards to wellness. My challenges have been essentially marketing myself, getting the word out. I do well with the OFC, but also just finding other tips and tricks to branch out to other people. I know a lot of stuff is word of mouth, door to door, but that's essentially the main thing. But right now, part of my secondary priority is also the promotion of my first book. I'm trying to draw awareness to that, as the second book will be coming out soon. So looking to draw attention to the Tamper Studio website, get some subscribers, and have them subscribe to the newsletter so we could dish out that information. Thank you very much.
Oh, amazing, my brother. And it's a new year, so when you are ready, reach out. We could have you come back as a guest on the Empower Hour, and to talk about the new venture. All right, so this would be awesome, and it's very timely. So just let us know when you're ready, and it'll be our pleasure to have you on there. Awesome. Next, let's keeping it moving. Brother Fred or Sister Janet, I see liquid green on the screen.
Yes, good morning, everyone, or Grand Rising.
Grand
Deep
rising, sister.
rising. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. This morning I'm going to talk very briefly about liquid green and very briefly about Novatech. We had an awesome meeting on the weekend, and already we can see the results of that. We have a couple of people that have called to sign up, at least one person for sure. And you know, Farah, the system is working because we referred them to Matthew. And once that is done, then she will come back and we will help her to sign up. All right.
Amazing. That's what
So
we want.
all I'm saying about Novatech is tonight, if you can, I will put it in the chat, NT intro. You will get a quick overview, like everything we said, quick overview, the calculators there so you can plan your goal. And that is something, you know, anyone who's interested, I would ask you to look at that, NT intro. And of course, Farah, I'll ask you to put your link in as well.
Okay.
Liquid Green, we're just making an invitation for any entrepreneur who wants to spend about 30 to 40 minutes on the Liquid Green Health Show. It will help to promote, especially if you're in the wellness business, but it doesn't matter. Everything connects with your health. So if it's finances or something for your business, anything, we can make it work to have you feature on our show. We do, it depends on what it is, and you know that, but then you'll get details when we talk. All right, so if you're interested, it's Sundays on Reality Radio 101. We have over just about 5,000 listeners every Sunday on radio. Okay, and that's IP addresses, which translates in about 15,000, I think, listeners. So
Nice.
you're welcome to get on.
Thank you for that. That is exceptional. I think I want to talk about spiritual health and and spiritual well-being and self-image. Can I come and talk about that? Because
that is awesome. Great.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
we'll send you there's more to it, you know, when we talk personally.
Okay,
All
good.
right,
And I'm serious. Follow up with me. I'm gonna make a note on my side too. But I also think for Stephen, for obvious reasons, because he's working in health, I think that's a direct connect right there. And and I also want to plug, there might be an opportunity. I might be coming to Toronto this coming weekend. Again, if there's people who want to make an order for especially the new product. Do you have any more left of the
yes. Oh yes.
Okay, perfect,
And
guys.
it's a great oven cleaner as well. We use it on our oven and it's great.
Amazing. And I know Sister Sue, she's not on this one. I know she wanted some. I don't know if she had a chance to order yet, but again, I'm putting it out, and maybe we can mention a couple of times in the WhatsApp groups to remind you guys that we're heading out there. And if somebody does want me to pick up an order for them, it would be my pleasure. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, sister. Okay, good. Let's keep it moving. All right. All right. We have our brother Darren. Grand Rising, Darren. Oh, and did I remember to share the link in the chat? Okay, and I shared the Novatech link too. Okay, good. I'm multitasking here, guys. Sorry. Okay.
Good morning, everybody.
Grand Rising, Darren. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, and you?
Great, thank you.
Perfect. So my name is Darren, and actually I'm a travel agent. And as a travel agent, you may be thinking, well, what's the use of a travel agent, or why should I use a travel agent? And travel agent, we can help you book any vacations. We could help you book flights, cruise, car rentals, anything in the vacation world, anything possible. We work with you. The thing with travel agents, we save you time. It saves you money. We do the research for you. We help you do the research. We give you ideas. So definitely it's worth using a travel agent. Anything that you have in mind, any travel related questions. And definitely one thing about using a travel agent is a lot of the time people think, oh, I'm gonna do last minute, but it's definitely worth planning ahead because it could save you a lot of time and it could save you a lot of stress, because last minute, a lot of time can cause stress, and sometimes you don't always find what you're looking for.
It could also save you money.
Definitely.
Okay. Awesome, brother Darren. Thank you for being a part of the community and thank you for what you're doing. All right. And do you have any challenges this week or that you anything you need a hand with?
So one of the challenges that we're facing is actually we want to try and get like because when people are passing our location, like we want somebody to do like something with the windows, you know, like design our windows to make it like travel, to make it look like an agency.
All right. Okay. I think I know we do have a person who does that actually. I'll check. Okay, advertising in the windows. Okay. Say less, my brother. I will be following up, but if I'm not mistaken, I think our brother Roots does that, but I'm gonna double check for you and we'll have member services follow up with you.
Definitely.
Awesome, my brother. Great. As we keep it moving, who's next on my screen? All right. I have brother Hamsdale, Grand Rising.
Good morning, Pharaoh. Good morning, everyone. Grand Rising. So I'm Deja, car broker, and with Rejoignez-nous, the goal is to help you find the best appropriate car according to your lifestyle. It could be a used car, it could be a brand new car. If you want to do a cash purchasing, financing, or leasing, I'm here to support you. So, January, February is the challenging month for the dealership because, people get from the holiday, they don't have money, let's say, to buy cars. So the dealership are struggling right now. So I can tell you, even they are struggling, you have more incentive on January and February. So if you are looking, let's say, to buy a car, I can tell you it's going to be the best moment to buy a car. Just you're going to have to see a lot of rebates. And I can tell you, I have a customer 3 weeks ago who want to buy absolutely a used car. And then I make, let's say, some comparison, let's say, for that person. And then when he saw he can maybe gonna pay $40 more for a brand new car, he went for a brand new car. Okay. So he passed from $435 to $475. And for the brand new car, it was a 2023. And then he had a remote starter and an anti-rust for 5 years. So it was very, very great, let's say, for that person. So I can tell you, if you're looking for a car right now, it could be a good one for you. And then actually for this week, I'm looking for healthcare professionals who want to buy Audi or Acura because those brand new cars, they're giving some rebates for the healthcare professionals. So I'm Deja car broker, and with Rejoignez-nous, your car purchasing process becomes simple. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you, Hamsdale. And just making a note, so people in healthcare professionals.
Could be nurses, a doctor, chiropractors, so name it.
Amazing. Okay, thank you, my brother. And noted. All right, keeping it moving. Next, we have Dr. Dorothy Williams. Dun, dun, dun. You are next. I need sound effects. I need some music in the background here. Okay, good.
Don't need any music. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Farrell. Gonna make this quick. Well, I tell everybody this is Christmas for me. In January is when we do our biggest sales. We make our most connections to schools and libraries and community centers and get the word out that Black History Month is coming. And are they prepared? They have material, they have resources to help talk about the importance of the month and from a Canadian perspective. Now, as we're moving into February, our support team becomes more important. That is on the ground. And my focus, Farrell, is I start thinking about next year's Christmas period.
Yes.
So, hey, if you have any connections to sellers, agents, people would be interested in promoting the project in other provinces. We're pretty good with Ontario. Quebec, we're pretty settled as well. We've got connections to just about all the English school boards. I'm working on the French school boards now, any of the other provinces. So if you hear of anything over the next year, because you're going to hear this through the next 11 months, they come around again, eh? So that's really my challenge. I'm building sales teams across the country. And we're going to be looking for some marketing and trying to get some new products out. So that's kind of where we're at. You have a good day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. And actually, I'm making a note. I think we might have some relationships in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Calgary. So I'm making a note, and I will reach out and follow up with you, Alberta.
All right. I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I've got 11 months to be grooming. You know, that whole thing about grooming people?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I'm going to be grooming, getting ready for the next season, my friend.
All right.
Yes.
No,
All right.
perfect. All righty. Thank you. All right. Let's keep it moving. Who's next? So now we have, our brother Ludwig. Grand Rising, brother.
Bonjour,
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
ça va très bien, vous autres, vous m'entendez bien?
Oui, on vous entend. Merci.
Parfait, je vais faire ça différent, je vais le faire en français aujourd'hui.
Oui,
Donc,
good.
alors, mon nom, c'est Ludwig Boursicot, je suis courtier en assurance de dommages et particuliers pour la compagnie OVC. Donc, bon matin tout le monde, je suis content d'être avec vous. Alors, en tant que courtier, on aide les gens à magasiner leur assurance. Donc, avec ma compagnie OVC, on fait affaire avec 23 compagnies d'assurance, ce qui fait de nous, dans le fond, comme le Costco des assurances. Donc, on fait affaire avec plusieurs compagnies standards, plusieurs compagnies sous-standards et spécialisées. On fait du commercial, l'automobile, l'habitation. Donc, on fait absolument tout pour ce qui est de l'assurance particulier pour vous aider. Les défis qu'on a, c'est qu'on essaie d'aider le plus de gens possible. Donc, si vous connaissez des gens qui ont des problèmes d'assurance, problèmes d'automobile, problèmes de crédit, problèmes de dossiers plumitifs, des gens qui ont des maisons âgées, plus de 40 ans, des gens, dans le fond, qui ont besoin d'avoir de l'aide au point de vue de l'assurance, c'est les gens que je recherche présentement. Donc, j'essaie d'aider le plus de gens possible. Je suis content d'être avec vous ce matin. Merci pour l'opportunité.
Formidable. Merci beaucoup. Tight to the point. Et merci d'avoir partagé en français aussi. C'est bon de switch it up des fois. So that's good. Merci beaucoup.
De rien.
Good stuff. All right, let's keep moving. Hey, we have a brother Luther with us this morning. Grand Rising, brother Luther. I was just speaking about you yesterday. I think I have a referral for you already. Bienvenue, frère. Et je pense que c'est la première fois dans le business team. Fait que vous avez 2 minutes si tu veux, tu peux prendre ton temps.
Non, je vais prendre 2 secondes. Bonjour à tout le monde. Donc, mon nom c'est Luther et je fais de la planification d'événements, de l'organisation d'événements. Et puis, j'ai justement un événement qui s'en vient le samedi 29 avril et au complexe La Providence à Montréal, Montréal-Est, Saint-Léonard. Et puis, donc, ça va s'appeler Expérience créole. Et le but, c'est offrir un voyage culinaire à travers la Jamaïque, Haïti, la Martinique, la Guadeloupe. Donc, en ce moment, on est en train de chercher des commanditaires. Alors, vous pouvez toujours aller regarder sur le site expériencecréole.org ou expériencecréole.ca. Et puis, donc, vous pouvez me contacter et puis on peut discuter des opportunités à travers cet événement.
Formidable. Merci beaucoup. And I think I have 2 referrals for you. I have a brother named Aguado and his wife, Suzanne. They have an event company and they're also looking to host. They import food from the Caribbean. And they're putting on an event at the end of the year. I think more in October, November, but they had reached out yesterday and I said I would connect you guys for you guys to speak now. And also she's not here this morning. She's usually here every morning, but we have a sister named Sue that I wanted to introduce you to as well. She sells vegetarian patties. And I think it would be a good outlet for her to be a vendor. So those are two contacts that I'll put you in contact with.
Thank you for that.
Oh, my pleasure. All righty, let's keep it moving. Who hasn't spoken yet? I'm going to cross my screen. So we have, our brother Patrice. Grand Rising, brother. Bienvenue. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Actually, I forgot. Patrice and Carlene, are you guys here as guests? Are you guys here to listen? I forgot. That's an option as well. You guys can, or you're always welcome to come as guests. Vous êtes toujours bienvenue à venir comme des invités, juste pour écouter, pour voir qu'est-ce qui se passe dans la communauté. Mais si jamais vous avez quoi that you would like to ask or share, you're welcome to do so. So, all right. So, Carlene, glad to have you. And Patrice, glad to have you guys as guests. You guys are always welcome. And I see Chantel from Wink, who is one of our affiliates. I see she just popped online. Is it Chantel from Wink? I think it's Chantel from Wink. Yes, it is. Grand Rising, Chantel. The floor is yours as we're about to transition.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I apologize. I have to keep my my video off. But yes, my name is Chantal from Wink Virtual Support Services. We provide virtual support services for a wide range of businesses. We provide administration, customer service, sales. There's a lot going on in my background here, so I do apologize. I have contractors that are setting up some stuff before we actually start our day. So yes, this is what we do. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. And as you guys know, so they are an Ontario-based company. Their headquarters is in Ghana, West Africa, and they handle all our member services. So when you guys connect, and basically anybody who's there that you guys connect with who is there at your service, they're coming through Wink. So we're glad to have them and we appreciate the support they provide to the community.
Thank you, thank you. Sorry, just saying that we expanded our office, so we actually expanded our capacity, so we're able to service you guys a lot better and a lot more. With that, we haven't started our day yet. We do start with a 9 to 5 North American time, so I have some contractors here that are setting up some things beforehand, so I do apologize.
No problem. We're glad to have you. Thanks for joining. Good. So, okay, awesome. So I'll just introduce myself very quickly. As you guys know, I'm Farrah Hammer Freeman, founder of the OFC, and we are here at the service of the community. We are community resource first. So think of us first for all your community and your business needs. You could come to the OFC literally for any and everything. And as people come to us for different products and services and help, we refer them back to you all in terms of businesses and organizations and entrepreneurs within the community. We are here to encourage a circular economy. So again, as we support you all, your businesses grow and then you create jobs to employ our children. As you all know, the objective of the OFC is to establish a solid economic foundation for our future generations. So anybody who shares that value, who shares that vision, and who wants to come together as a community to build something solid, they're welcome to be part of the OFC. And we are the melanated community resource, which means that everybody has melanin. So we are a very inclusive network. Everybody's welcome to be a part of the OFC. It's very important to be mindful that we are here to create safe spaces for the Black community. We're here to support those from the Black community in need, but it's important to understand that we're here for everybody. And we create a lot of different outlets for business owners and entrepreneurs to promote each other and to promote themselves, such as this one. And we also have the Empower Hour, which is our podcast and radio show, where we create different ads to promote you and create visibility for what you're doing. So if anybody wants any additional visibility, you're welcome to reach out to us to be able to come onto the platform. And we also host awesome workshops. Like you guys heard, we had the real estate workshop. We had a business booster workshop. You had the crypto workshop that was exceptional this past weekend, and we have other workshops coming up. As you guys know, another real estate workshop coming up. I think there's one coming up on relationships as well. I think that's going to be really fun. So that's the OFC in a nutshell. We are here. We are a community. Again, anybody who knows anybody who could benefit from this type of community, this type of relationship, please refer them. They don't have to be in business. It could just be individuals who want to connect, or organizations who want help getting visibility and different things like that. So with that said, I would like to now cede the floor to our featured guest, who's Alvina Ryan. And Alvina, I think you should have you should be able to share screen if needed. And you sent me some links. So the ones, do you need me to? Yo, you did it. Okay. Alvina is quick with it. So I gotta thank Alvina. Alvina and I have known each other for years. Actually, even beyond business, she's a family friend as well. And I'm also blessed to have her as a member of the board of directors of the OFC. We're grateful for just her always being willing to share her knowledge and support the community as she does. So I am glad to have her as our featured guest. Alvina, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not sure if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. So thank you very much, Farrell. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending. My name is Alvina Ryan, and I am a damage insurance agent. And I know when I say that title, damage insurance, a lot of you people don't even know what that is. So part of what I'm going to explain is what exactly that I do. Before that, again, thank you, Farrell, for giving me this forum to explain what I do and to the OFC. So first of all, my name is Alvina, as I said before. I am a mother. I have 2 children. They're my pride and joy. One is in university. My son, he's 20 years old, and my daughter is 18, and she's in CEGEP. So that's my first role, but I'm known by many different things. I have many different identities. I'm a polymath, so I have lots of interest. One of the things that I'm known for is I'm a therapist. So most people prior to the COVID years would know me as a therapist. I was the therapist for the Montreal Alouettes. I studied sports therapy in school. I did that for 15 years, but I've been a therapist for 30 years. So I'm giving away my age, but that's probably what I'm most known for. Then after that, the last 2 years, the COVID years, I became an author. I'm sharing my screen, so you can't see my books, but I'll do it at the end. So basically I have 4 books. My category, if you looked online, would be religious nonfiction. I have a book on prayer. It's called I Pray on Purpose Because. I have a book on testimonies that was released in December. I testify on purpose because. I have a book on joy, which is finding joy in the journey. And I have a book on imperfections. It's called Embracing Imperfections. And that would be the sum of my books. So I have 3 books that are not written, that are already written, but not published yet. And they will be published this year. So when we listened to the video this morning about creating your identity, identify myself as an author. I write every day. I have the habits. And so, you know, that video, I really identify with it because you have the capacity to change. And you can see, even with my career, I've changed many different things, but I still continue doing the things that I love to do because they're integral in who I am. So that's why I'm still a therapist. I am an author. And I also am a coach. I coach mainly women, but I'm not, you know, restricted to not coach women, but that's who is attracted to me. I coach a lot of Christians. I coach massage therapists. I have a coaching business online called 6 Figure Massage Business, where I coach therapists on how to build their business. I coach people in business that are not massage therapists, that just have ordinary lives, because I am a business major. I went to John Molson School of Business, and my PhD is also in business. And I also, and my day job is I work as a damage insurance agent, which is exactly what I'm going to talk to you about. So you can see I wear many hats. Some people wouldn't be able to handle it. I handle it well. I have, just as I said before, many different interests. And I do everything because I want to help people. So the common thread between being a therapist, being a coach, being an author, and being an agent for damage insurance is I help people. So as you can see from my slide, I work for Allstate, and Allstate's motto is "We're in good hands," right? So you can see my therapist connection here. So I'm going to borrow something from the OFC. Farrell always says, you know, when it comes to when you need somebody, think of us first. Well, I want you to remember me as that. So when it comes to anything insurance, I want you to think of me first. So I have a picture here of my boss, the big boss, and I'm sure none of you know, but here we are, the OFC. We love to give and support Black businesses. The president and CEO of Allstate Canada is on the screen. His name is London Bradley. So it's a pleasure for me to work for him. He has great vision. The company's mission's amazing. So through and through, everything that I do, I have to accept, you know, who do I work for? Who do I want to embody? Who do I want to, you know, bring people to know as well? And so this is the reason why I work for Allstate Canada as well. So what is damage insurance? So I'm going to start with that. So If I had to rename my title, I would use trusted advisor for sure. But think of it as just in case insurance. So damage insurance is just in case insurance. So I'm going to put a question out there. Just in case you die and you want to leave money to your family or your children, and you want to make sure that no one is in debt, you get life insurance, right? Just in case you get in a car accident, it's your fault, you hurt someone, maybe they even die, you get car insurance. Just in case your house accidentally burns to the ground in a fire and you need to replace all your belongings and rebuild that house, you get home insurance. So I hope that by now, with these examples, you understand what damage insurance is for. We're helping you just in case. We don't know that you're going to have an accident, but you take out that insurance just to prevent anything and repercussions, especially financial repercussions. So just so I can give you a little bit about my background, I got into the insurance field in 2014. I started with Industrial Alliance and I was a financial advisor. I got recruited, headhunted to Sun Life, and I worked at Sun Life for 7 years. So in my whole career, I've worked 7 years for someone else, mainly to build my pension and to accomplish some of my goals, but I've been in insurance since 2014. Now I've switched to damage insurance, even though I still have both licenses. So I still have a life license, critical illness, all that stuff, health insurance, but I also do damage insurance primarily, which is car and home insurance. And, you know, all of the learnings that you take when you take all these certifications, it only adds to, there's a lot of things in life that we don't learn how to do. We don't learn how to do our taxes. We don't learn how to run a business. You have to take a special effort to go and learn these things if you want to do them well. So damage insurance is another license, and it teaches you all about properties. Like I could tell you, you know, before I was talking to you about Airbnb, and I knew that side of how to get the people into the business. However, now you have to understand like why things are insured and what to look for when you buy houses. So all of this information is not taught. So I love the educational portion. I forgot to tell you, as a coach, I started off as a teacher, and I taught for 25 years in different schools, teaching business, even LaSalle College. And so I love teaching people. I love explaining to people. So one of the things that I find is my strength, because there's lots of agents out there, but one of my strengths is that I explain. I'm not a person that's going to rush through the whole thing just because I'm trying to give you a price. I want you to understand and leave better. I want you to be educated in terms of what you're taking so that you know your guarantees. I don't want ever anybody to say, I have no idea what I got on my policy. I'm sure you also, if I took a show of hands, I could ask you right now, who is your car or home insurance agent? And most of you will not know their name. And I find that's very sad. You know, so I want to be your trusted advisor. I want you to remember my name. I want to be someone that you count on. I want to be that person that tells you exactly what you need. And you should agree to those conditions and you should know why. So that's the difference. That's why you choose Alvina. That's why you come to Allstate, because that we're going to be that person. And if you look at my slide, we've been around since 1953. We've been providing insurance to Canadians. We give you information. We also give you advice, and also we give you support as a trusted advisor. I'm not going to go over all of the details on this slide, but basically I'm going to just highlight two things that Allstate does that other insurance companies don't do. And one of them is claims forgiveness. So when you get your car insurance or even your home insurance policy, if you have a claim, which it's, you know, most people will have one eventually in some time of their life, your insurance will go up. So what we do is we do charge you a little premium for this, but we will forgive your claim when it comes in. So this is something as an option that you have that, you know, it would be nice to have as a feature if you have an accident and then we don't automatically raise your rates. You will actually be forgiven for that. And suppose you have two, well, we forgive the one that is larger. We also have something called the disappearing deductible. So if you never have a claim, we reward your good behavior. So suppose if I take auto insurance, a deductible would normally be around $500. And I'm not saying that that's only one. I'm just saying it's kind of like the choice that people make. So about $500. So that means if you didn't have a claim for 5 years, your deductible will go down $100 a year, which means at the end of it all, your deductible will be zero. So if you didn't have a claim in 5 years, after which, if you had a claim, you would not have a deductible to pay. And for those of you who don't know what a deductible is, if you have an accident and say it was $1,000 and you had a $500 deductible, the first $500 comes out of your pocket and then the insurance would pick up the rest. So just to give you a brief understanding about what a deductible is. But we have many different features, many different benefits for car and home insurance. We also have features such as replacement cost guarantee. So you've heard, like, oh, what happens if your house burns to the ground? Well, you bought the house maybe 10 years ago, so the value has changed in the interim. So one of our jobs as insurance agents is to make sure that we could rebuild that house regardless of the time period. So we make sure it covers enough, the house and the rebuilding costs. So it's part of your guarantee. Water protection coverage. A lot of people have water damage. It's actually one of the biggest claims in insurance companies when it comes to properties. So maybe your hot water tank bust and then you just put down your wood floor and now you have to go and replace a $6,000 wood floor that you just put down. So you want to be able to call that insurance company and say, listen, this is what happened. I have a claim or whatever. So this is what insurance is for. Okay. And we have also this thing, our feature is called My Locker. You have all of these things in your house, in your condo, in your apartment. How do you know what is the value of all these things? So we encourage you to use My Locker and take like an inventory list of all the things that are in your house. And then when you have a claim, it's easy for you to say, hey, I put all of these things in my folder. These are all the things that I have. I can't find these things, or these are the things that need to be replaced. We have this form for you. Again, it takes a little time the first time, but you'll be happy you did it. We also, with our VIP package, which is, for important dossiers and people who wanted to take the most important protection, we include one free item. So some people have very expensive golf insurance equipment. Some people do have expensive hobbies like fishing or hunting. Maybe you have expensive skis, or the popular one is the legal expense insurance and the personal identity. It's the third one down. And a lot of people take that because at any time, if you decide to take this one, you can have contact with for legal advice. So maybe you have a business and you need legal advice, it's included in your plan. So this is a popular one to take, but we customize every package for you. Maybe you have an expensive diamond ring. You want to tell us as much as possible the things that have value, because we say, okay, we're going to cover you for, I don't know, you have 4 rooms and we're going to cover you for $28,000, for example. I will always ask you the question, is that enough to cover all your belongings in the house? Maybe someone who's in an apartment will say yes. Someone in a house, that would not be enough, right? So we make sure we sit and ask the questions, and you have to give us that answer and really think about it. If you don't know, then tell us you don't know, and that's where we will work on it together. And so you'll make sure you'll have, and again, back to this ring, if you have an expensive ring, you have to actually put a guarantee on that ring that's separate from the house policy, because there's some things that have limits on it. Like jewelry might have $1,000 or a $2,000 limit, but if your ring is worth $6,000, we need to put a special condition on that ring. So if it falls down the sink, we can get that ring back, right? So we have to go through all of these things. And again, this is probably things you've never thought about, maybe no one's ever explained, but it's so important to protect your assets, because in case of loss, in case of theft, in case of damage, in terms of fire and stuff, we want to make sure you're covered. And You know, our company is large. Most people, you know, you remember the Allstate ads that used to happen when we were kids on TV, the man with the deep voice, I forgot his name, but anyway, everybody knows what I'm talking about. And so we have many different divisions to our company. We can supply you with life and health insurance if you need it. So again, when I talked to you at the beginning, I want to be your trusted advisor. I wanted you to think of me for anything insurance. If you need life insurance, still call me. We have a plan for that. If you need commercial and business insurance in terms of, you know, you have a business and you need to protect it, you want to protect the building, you want to protect your cars, we can do that. We have pet insurance. We've had pet insurance for years. You have a precious animal, they get hit by a car, it could be $4,000. Do you want to just take that out of your pocket? No, you pay systematically this pet insurance, and then when it happens, you have the money. There's also home security and automation. We believe heavily in that. You get discounts if you have your house or your car well protected by these things. Like cars, it would be tag. An alarm system like a central alarm would be something that you would have in your home. You get discounts for having these preventative measures. And also we do travel insurance. So again, anything insurance, think of me first. So what can I do for you? I hope I've proven that I'm very confident in what I've done, what I'm doing, and what I can do for you. I'm always accessible. I give out my phone number. I put in the chat before my website, so you can call on me at any time and ask your questions. I don't want you, like sometimes people call me and they say, well, I'm not sure if I want to go with you, so I don't want to do the quote. No, it's the opposite. Do the quote and then make the informed decision of where you want to be. And I don't take offense, but at least, you know, sometimes it's not for you, but it could be for your friend, it could be for your family, it could be for someone else. So never hesitate to refer me to anybody you know. I am happy, willing, able to help anybody. As I said before, when I got into the insurance industry, I was trying to help women in transition. I myself am a woman that had to go through a major transition in my life, and I don't want to leave anybody hanging. You have to be informed. You have to be able to make good decisions. You have to be able to know what your protections are, and I will help anybody who's willing and wants to know more about their insurance contracts. I am your trusted advisor. My name is Alvina Ryan, and I will help them make the best decisions for you and your family. Here is my contact information. I am in the West Island. I'm born and raised in Montreal. I serve my community. I serve everybody around me. I serve at my church. I'm a definite leader, and it's my pleasure to help you anytime. If you want to call me, you can text me 514-990-9539. I have my office number there as well, 514-384-0081. The extension is 5015, and my email is aryan@allstate.ca. You could also reach me on social media. I have a Facebook page dedicated to insurance as well as a LinkedIn page. So I hope I helped, and I hope if you have any questions, I'm here also to help.
Yes, that was exceptional. Thank you, Alvina. Always on point. Comme d'habitude. Oh, I'm still seeing myself on the screen. This looks pretty cool. So I think you have to stop sharing on your end. This is different. I'm taking a screenshot of this. This is odd. Okay, cool. So awesome presentation. Thank you so much, Alvina. If anybody else has questions, please raise your hand. I have a bunch that came up while you're presenting. So first off, so this is a personal question. Just on average, like what would a person be spending for pet insurance? Because I do have we invested in a dog for breeding, and we were thinking it could be we invested a good amount in her, and it could make sense to protect her. So, but what would be, I don't know how you quote it, like is there an average cost for protecting a pet?
So this is the problem with insurance. Everybody's always like thinking that the person next door is exactly like you, but it's not.
Okay.
Because you're a different sex than that person. You live in a different area than that person. So in terms of the pet insurance, your dog is not the same breed as the other person's dog. The age of the dog is not the same. So there's so many factors that go into it. Each quote is tailored to your need.
Okay.
So I could tell you what I just charge someone else. They have a polydoodle.
Okay.
A polydoodle. something like that, dog. Yeah, Polydoodle, I think it was called. It's a mix between a poodle and some other dog. Anyway, I'm
Right.
not a dog person, but I sent them the referral.
Right.
But I could tell you the point, but again, the age of the dog is different. And anyway, it was under $100.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that yours will be the same. I'm
Got
not
it.
sure. So the
Okay.
best thing to do for anything in terms of insurance is to actually take your quote. And it doesn't waste our time. It takes a few minutes. We do the quote, and then you have the information. So
all right, so let's do that. Please set a follow-up with me for that.
Perfect.
Also, you mentioned you do travel insurance, and like seeing we have Darren who sells travel packages. How does that work? Like to have travel insurance. So let's say I work with Darren and I want to and I would like to have insurance on the trip. Is that something I'm curious to understand how that works as well.
So the same thing for me, I don't do that part. It's a division in the company. I take your name, address, email, I send it off, someone else calls you. So we just work as a team. And the same thing for pet insurance. I take the information and I see the chain of emails going through. So I know they're working on your file. I know when it's finished, but that's about it that I know. And I know the price at the end.
Got it. And
the best thing to do is just tell me that you're interested and I'll send off the referral and you talk to the other agent.
And actually, Darren, as you're still on, is that something like, do you guys already offer a traveler insurance, or is there a good potential for collaboration there? That I'm not too sure how that works with you either, Darren.
So with us, it's a bit of both actually. We offer insurance. We have our own insurance that we offer. But sometimes, people, they don't want to go with our insurance, or they pass the time limit to go with our insurance. So definitely we can collaborate as well.
Okay.
So collaboration is definitely helpful and useful.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And my last question is, because I hear this a lot from like entrepreneurs, like who aren't like, because we're entrepreneurs, we don't necessarily have like that dental insurance and those health insurance and stuff that you get from working like your 9 to 5, so to speak. What kind of alternatives like can you offer to like entrepreneurs, like in terms of and again, I don't know if you can, but like packages or anything like that?
Yes, usually they group them in groups of 5. But yes, just call and then we will take care of you. Everything, and I'm sorry if I
just for clarity, you mean
normally
like 5
groups of 5. Yeah, but we don't have to. It could be 3.
Okay.
But normally the best thing to do is to call. We're not sure if we're going to add you to a group that exists already, or if you as a cabinet, suppose you have 3 employees and you want to start a group. So maybe you could have your own group. So again, everything, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but everything is tailored to what you say. And then we tell you the best solution.
I dig. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for answering the questions. Did anybody else have any other questions you want to ask before? And this is time well spent.
I would like to ask a question. I couldn't find the button. I'm on Frederick's phone and it's retarded. So I have a question, and I'm going to be a little bit of a devil's advocate, because I have insurance and I hate insurance. The reason I hate insurance is because every time you know of someone who has an issue, the insurance company seems always to want to not pay, to underpay, to rip them off, come up with an excuse. They've been collecting your money for years and suddenly you need them. And it's like, what's the point of having the damn insurance? I had travel insurance and I just canceled it because I was in Jamaica and I called them and I said, there was COVID in the house. And I said, if I contract COVID, what's the situation? They said, well, you'll have to pay all your bills. And then, it's like the point of the insurance is you don't have the money to pay everything. And so you get my drift. Why are insurance companies like that? It seems to be a popular belief by the populace. And how is yours different? Do they actually pay out when you need it? Thank you.
Great question, Janet.
My main focus is car and home insurance, and yes, they do pay out. I actually did think about that when I joined the company, because You know, everybody hears these stories, but there's always a little bit of truth to a story, and there's a lot of also probably non-truths. So let's first start with how the problem started. Most of the people don't read the fine print and they don't know anything about their guarantees. So again, when I started and I said, I'm going to help you, educate you, and I'm going to let you know what you have, that's important, because a lot of people take stuff and they don't know why they took it, what they took. And so when they need the protections, maybe they don't have it. So that's where it started. I could give you a short story. I have a friend, her pool destroyed this summer, and she called the insurance company and they said, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, we're not paying. And she calls me right away and she's like, this is crazy. I hate this. You know, like, why are they not paying? You know, so she's all upset. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to find out for you. So when she told me a little bit more of the story, because the first thing I said is, well, didn't you put it on your insurance when you bought the house and when you bought the pool? Did you add these things? Because this is things that people forget. They add something to their home. They already had it protected. You have to call your insurance company and say, I've added a pool, right? So that they protect your pool, and maybe you need an endorsement for a pool. So all of these things people don't know, so they don't really call their insurance companies for this. It's important that you know that. Anyway, long
and
story
actually, and
short.
sorry, man, not to cut you. I just noticed the time. So, guys, as you guys know, I'm a stickler for our time. Now, it is we have one more question. Alvina's wrapping up, so if you guys just permit us another 3-4 minutes just to close up, and then we'll wrap. So thanks.
Long story
and
short,
from where has to cut, I totally understand. Okay, go ahead.
no problem. Long story short is her pool was over 10 years old, and it was overground pool. And overground pools are only guaranteed for 10 years. So what should have happened is the insurance company should have explained that, and then she would have been okay. But what ended up happening is the word got around the street, the insurance company's not paying, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to say, oh, we only guarantee for 10 years. But actually, when you took the policy, you should have known a pool that's overground is only good for 10 years. So the words and the bickering and the upsetness should have been stopped, because you know it's only for 10 years anyway. Okay, Amsa?
Yes, Alvina, I just want to make a testimonial for you because I use your service. I use the service of Alvina recently. And I can tell you that Alvina, she's very meticulous. She gives you all the details. And then if you ask her a question, you don't have to see the answer, you're going to go back and you're going to get an answer and go back to you. So I can tell you I'm super happy. And I do agree, you give me a lot of information regarding this to the pool, you know, so you give me all the information. So with Alvina, you are in good hands. So thank you again, Alvina. And I recommend totally the service of Alvina. Thank you so much.
Amazing, guys. This is awesome, and this is why we do what we do. It is always a pleasure. And so we didn't get a chance to reflect too much on the book from this morning, but again, like we just listened to chapter 2 and it discussed identity, guys. So we'll touch a bit about it next week when we're doing our audiobook segment. But I think it's important to understand that as we are right now, we can evolve and be more. We did have a question and a challenge that I'll address next week as we're out of time this week, but I love these type of sessions where there's just a lot of us here and there's a lot of information shared, so no time wasted. So with that, guys, I am grateful to life, I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to our ancestors for always creating these awesome opportunities for us to be able to get together and to connect as melanated entrepreneurs and individuals from the community. And I just ask that life just continues to bless each and every one of us, continue to bless our businesses as they continue to grow and expand and support ourselves, our families, as well as our communities. Hotep, amen, and ashe, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Looking forward to seeing you guys next week. And I will be in touch with a lot of you guys throughout this week. All right, guys. Have an awesome day. See you soon.
Thank you, Pharaoh. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a nice
guys.
day.